The X Factor looks to be the dominant war offense team on the horizon, but how strong is this team going to be outside of war offense, guys? We got the footage. We're going to take a look at that, and we get the full kit reveals for the new member on the horizon, Polaris, the newest member of this X Factor team. We're going to take a look at our full kit. We got the stats for Multiple Man. We get the reworks for Longshot, the reworks for Shatterstar. We're going to take a look at all of that, plus some gameplay footage in this video, guys. And if you're ready for that, find that like button, and you know what to do. Let's go smash it!
ValleyFlyin.
Woo, hello, what is up, Valley Maniacs? I am ValleyFlyin. Welcome back to the ValleyFlyin channel. I hope you're having a great day, and I hope you're ready to find out all about our new characters coming in patch 5.2. Multiple Man, Polaris, and we get some dev notes for Silver Surfer as well. Now, disclaimer time, all the information provided in this video was provided by Scopely as part of the Scopely Envoy program, but any other additional opinions are my own. So without further ado, guys, let's go take a look at the notes that we got. Boom. First note is about Silver Surfer. So we know his full kit. That was revealed on Wednesday. You can check out my other video about that. But we got some dev notes about Silver Surfer here before we go into the full characters of these X Factor. Now, the character defining tributes, he has high focus, high hit points. He has a lot of damage, resistance, and health. He is an excellent versatile blaster. He has great sustain built into his kit. Striker is the class that they're recommending for him, and what they also recommended on that Strike Time video because of his strong basic. He works well with at least one cosmic ally. He has passive focus boost percent that's lowering enemies' resistance, makes them bringing in other characters that sometimes have harder problems landing or negative effects. He's a very versatile character that can slot into many different teams. This solves problem for the theory crafting for several different teams where we're going to slot them in with great effort. Also, very high defensive traits that do well for people that haven't completed blaster trait yet. And before we get to this Polaris kit, let's scroll down here because this is getting a very important rework right here. And this was a very slight note here. Iceman increased base focus stats by 33%. That is very important. I know a lot of times I hardly even use this special because that stun never lands because his focus is so bad. So hopefully this helps bring his special back in. His focus has been bad. A lot of times I end up using that Iceman basic a lot because he's getting the extra focus and then it slows everybody that's adjacent. But anyway, we're not here for the awesomeness of Axeman getting even better. We're here for Polaris and the new character. So to check out Polaris, let's go take a look in game and see what her kit is. And this is the video that was sent by Scopely here. And let's go move forward and see what it is in game. Now, if you guys see any differences in the notes that we got and in game, take what it says in game because sometimes there are I think there are some typos in the notes that we got. So that's why we're looking at the in-game stats. All right, this is her passive here, Mistress of Magnetism. On cell for ally X Factor crit, which is very important. We're getting a lot of extra crit chance. I believe it's from either Longshot or Shatterstar. And when you get a crit, you're also getting speed bar and barrier from those two dad bros as well. So crits are very important on this team. Not only you're going to get all the stuff from the dad bros, but with this Polaris passive, you're also going to remove all deflect from the most injured non-summon enemy. Pretty good. This is like a big screw you to Strife or a big screw you to Cull Obsidian. I think this is made to counter both of those teams. And maybe with all of these war offense teams that we have the Shadowlands, Skilletary, we have the X Factor. Maybe everybody's going to be moving Black Order to war defense now because I'm not sure why we're getting so many war offense teams in a row. Let me know your comments on this, guys. But when an enemy attacks this character or any ally with barrier, and you could be getting a lot of barriers with those dad bros passives, applying bleed to that enemy. So yes, crit's very important because it gives the entire team barrier as well. And on war offense, this is important because this is going to help make them better in war offense. But just that alone, even without that war offense stuff, this team is really shaping up to be very strong. She's going to gain extra max health, giving extra max health to the X Factor allies, more barrier. X Factor allies also gaining more barrier, more focus. X Factor allies also gaining that focus. And if we look at what this T4 does, it's giving extra max health, 5% extra max health for her and non-summon X Factor allies. So that's the passive. Let's take a look at the ultimate right here. Energy cost 7 out of 7, so big cooldown on this opening move. But it's available on turn 1. It's kind of like a Magneto ultimate here, pulling all enemies to up to 2 spaces towards the primary target, and then attacking the primary targets within 2 spaces for 300% damage, and applying disrupted for 2 turns, flipping all regeneration to bleed. So this is like a Magneto special and ultimate all rolled into one. So I like that they're giving some of the Magneto traits to his daughter here. If multiple man is an ally, gaining 100,000 extra focus to the flip, and that is very important because you're going to have some high resistance from characters like Strife and Cull, who I think this is meant to counter there. So you're going to need that extra focus. And the T4, what it's going to do is 40% damage to all targets, and you're going to flip all regeneration to bleeds. And before that, it was 2 regeneration to bleeds. So some of these big stacks. You might need that T4 on this character. Let's move on though and see what the special is. This is also available on turn 1, and this is a very important one as well, because she's going to bury herself for her max health. She's going to attack the primary and adjacent targets for 190% damage. If any target has bleed, attack that for 250% piercing. But this is an important one on a team that has a lot of advantages from crits. This attack is always going to crit the primary target, which means that she or the entire team is going to get more barrier. They're going to get more speed, and then we're going to get that passive where she's going to apply bleed to an enemy. So that's actually if she gets hits. But yeah, she's going to remove the deflect from the most injured non-summoned enemy. So a lot of stuff with this move right here going on because of that crit, and it also cannot be blocked. Let's go take a look at her basic, and this is what she's going to do. Attacking the primary target, 230% damage. Attacking adjacent targets for 200% damage. Bleeds the primary target and adjacent targets. Bury the most injured non-summon ally for 10% of this character's max health, and that is at the max level. What the T4 is going to do is going to give extra 40% damage to primary and secondary targets, and 5% extra barrier to the most injured non-summon allies. So this goes from 5 to 10% with that T4. So that's what that's looking like there. I don't know if any, there's a lot of decent T4s in her, but I don't think any super stand out. Maybe that ultimate and passive, and maybe even that special, because that non-crit looks very strong. Her health, 275 at this level with 7 gold stars and 4 reds. No ISO 8 in her. Her damage is looking pretty decent as well at that 18,000 mark. Her armor, 9,000. Focus is a little bit above 74, which is important because of all the effects she's got to land. Resistance is 8,900. And her speed is 100. So not a fast character, not a slow character, but right in that average character range. So that's where she's going to land. And that is it. Let's go take a look at the dev notes though, and see if there's any insightful things. So she's character defining tributes is high health, resistance, and damage. She has a powerful controller that inhibits her enemies' ability to use regeneration. She provides barrier based on bonuses on war offense, and she also gets a little barrier from her special because of Longshot and Shatterstar as well. ISO 8 considers Fortifier synergizes with her passive because the extra barrier helps her apply bleed to attacking enemies. Raider synergizes with her special because the extra crit damage from Raider receives an increased value from the crit chance from her special. Also, covering the Dad Bros passives as well. So Raider might be the class for all of these guys. If you're getting crits from all of these guys, you're getting a lot of bonuses on turn. What does her character work with? Polaris works best with Multiple Man and the rest of the X Factor. Her ultimate receives massive bonus of focus if Multiple Man is her ally, and that ultimate might not work properly if Multiple Man is not on the field, guys, because of that focus. Her passive increases the health and focus of all X Factor allies. I believe that does that just in war though. The problem with this character that it solves, Polaris can use her ultimate to flip regeneration bleed, providing a strong counter against teams that rely on regeneration for sustain. So as we scroll down, we take a look at the kit from Multiple Man. We're not going to go into it too much because this was revealed last Friday, but we will come back to this dev notes. But let's go take a look at his kit as and we can take a look at his T4s, what would be recommended or not. So this is Multiple Man. As we can see, these are his stats. Let's go take a look at his passive and see what the actual T4 is. So what it looks like: on death of an ally dupe, heal for 5% of this character's max health. And it looks like there is nothing there as far as the max health when there's not this T4. And so this might be a strong T4 just to give him that survivability and that health, that healing that he may need as kind of that protector of the team. Just kind of a weird protector, but yes, the protector of the team. Let's take a look at his ultimate here, Madrox Prime. Oh, that is his passive, excuse me. Let's take a look at his ultimate. What it's going to do: the T4, applying offense up for 2 turns, counter to two counter to all X Factor and dupe allies, and then giving extra speed. So this looks like a very strong one as well, for the extra offense up, for the extra counter, and the speed that he's going to get for everybody, or the dupe allies. All right, so let's move on to his special here. If Polaris is an ally, the special T4 is going to clear all negative effects from himself. This could be something very important down the road, but I think the 2 best on Multiple Man so far, that passive and ultimate. Let's go take a look at the T4 on his basic though. He's also going to get 50% damage to the primary target and 5% damage per dupe ally. Now this may something with that stacking of dupes that maybe is some big damage numbers down the road, but maybe not so much, maybe not something that I'm gonna rush into. All right, let's take a look at his stats though. His health: 275,000 health, 275,000 health. My goodness, I'm having trouble reading. I'm trying to get through this quickly today, guys. All right, his damage 13,000, armor 7,400, focus is 6,000, and his speed, as we scroll down, is 100 as well. So interesting. The speed, this not very fast characters. Now, one thing I do want to point out is this super sleuth characteristic, and it could be event for either Multiple Man or Polaris. It's probably the events for either one of them. I'm not sure. Let me know your guesses who this limited time trait is going to be for. But let's move on back to the dev notes and take a look at the dev notes for Multiple Man before we take a look at this slight reworks for Longshot and Shatterstar before we go into the game footage here, guys. So as far as Multiple Man, what it says as far as the notes is he has high health and high resist. He's a unique protector who uses his dupes to protect himself and his allies. Dupe heal Multiple Mans when they die. Dupes can steal positive effects from enemies and spread them to Multiple Man. So they do a lot of things, kind of like a cooler version of Loki here with Multiple Man. Fortifier reinforces Multiple Man as a protector and gets the most of the barrier because of high base health. And Raider, of course, all the crits that these guys do. Crits, Raider might be the class for everybody because of this strong crit reliance on crit. He works best with Polaris and the rest of the X Factor. Obviously, his special clears negative effects himself, and if Polaris is an ally, his passive is going, or his negative effects clears for himself, and if Polaris is an ally, his passive increased resistance to all X Factor allies. And Multiple Man, I don't know if that's right. I might have read that wrong, or might have said that with the wrong intonations there. But Multiple Man is a protector. He uses dupe to act as a bulwark instead of himself. This gives him an advantage against characters that are good at breaking down a single protector, since his summons can summon many lesser protectors instead. We see the base stats increase for Iceman and couple different things here. You're going to apply defense down to all targets instead of just the primary target. You just applied it to the primary target before with that Shatterstar special, so that's getting a little better. And you're still granting that ability energy to Longshot, so a little better. Defense down to everybody instead of just the primary target. His passive is going to give some bonuses on war offense as well. It's going to give him more damage, 35% more damage, and non-summon X Factor allies are also getting 35% extra damage. So base stats are going up in war for everybody. So they're still looking like they're pretty strong outside of war, even though they get all these war bonuses. I think that's just a boost for them. Let's take a look at the rework for Longshot. The new thing that he's going to get is this attack cannot be dodged. Everything else looks to be the same for his basic. His ultimate, his attack cannot be blocked. So staying the same, just cannot be blocked and cannot be dodged. And if we move this all the way up so that you can see his passive, we see that his passive steps is if the character has 3 or more non-summon X Factor allies, lowering armor by 5% for all enemies. And the good thing about this doesn't say war offense. So looking to gain some good bonuses for this entire team. Dad Bros just got stronger. Let's go take a look at them in war though, guys. And this is against the X Factor versus the Marauders. But here we are taking a look at the footage of this X Factor in war with ISO 8 on them, and it's not super clear what the ISO 8 is. It looks like there's a fortifier on Multiple Man because he's already starting with barrier, and or maybe I missed something there. But Strife looks to be the big key target that they're trying to take out here. Does not have the taunt on them yet, and whose turn is it? It looks to be the big move of Shatterstar attacking all of the enemies. The defense downs don't stick, and there goes long shot. Oh, bleeds to everyone. So the extra focus is helping them, and I think a lot of that has to do with that Polaris passive that gives them all those bonuses in war. Disrupted on Strife. That could be some problems for the Marauders, guys. And as we keep going through, who is Emma? Emma is doing her turn, removing all of the stuff, flipping it. Everyone is slowed now. Emma is countering his team very well. She is in diamond form. Sabretooth going and giving that big attack to everybody. And it looks like Sinister cloned a dupe of Multiple Man. I'm not sure if he cloned the actual Multiple Man himself or one of the dupes. Could be one of the dupes here. And whose turn is it? What is the turn meter? It looks the 5th is Captain Marvel here. We got another big AoE attack from Shatterstar there. They're just getting a lot of speed, a lot of barrier because of all the crits that they're doing. Oh, and I think that's another crit. Shatterstar looks like he's going down very soon. Big attack there. Shatterstar Strife going down. There's Strife. Now this team's going to fall apart. As soon as Strife goes down, this Marauders team falls apart. Now we can freely attack Mr. Sinister, freely attack Emma Frost, and Mr. Sinister looks like he's going down right after this. One more hit for Mr. Sinister, and there comes Emma Frost. Who's she going to go after? I think she went after one of the dupes of Multiple Man there, from what it looked like. And that is a very good thing. You're not, especially someone like Emma Frost that distributes or gets everybody attacking one target. If you're attacking a dupe, good stuff for your team. And taking a little while to finish off Emma. She is very, very beefy, especially in diamond form. She's out of diamond form now, but still has the blades. There she goes, finally. And then it's just a matter of time for Mystique. Look at these guys, all pretty much full health. Still having that barrier. Even Captain Marvel protected with all of the effects they do. Let's go take a look at these guys in Dark Dimension 3. These guys were not meant for Dark Dimension 3, but we got some Dark Dimension 3 footage. Now, this is only the 2nd node. This is not normally a challenging mode. It looks like the 5th on this team is going to be Minerva. So some versatility there. You could slot in different characters on that 5th spot and make it a viable team, not just in war though, guys, in other game modes as well. Let me know who you're going to use as the 5th for this team once you unlock this team in war and maybe outside of war, maybe even the raids. They seem to have a lot of sustainability with all that barrier and everything that they're getting. Let's move this ahead here and just take a look and see how these guys do. All right, we got a lot of bleeds coming from Ghost Rider there, and let's see. Oh, we got another dupe summoned because the Multiple Man was attacked. A lot of specials. Oh, here comes the big move from Shatterstar. Very cool looking move, very cool animation, and it attacks everybody. And still, these guys have a lot of crazy health because of Dark Dimension, so it doesn't do that much damage. Mostly what really works in this game mode is percent-based damage. So Minerva, actually a pretty good choice for this game mode. Ebony Maw, Phoenix, the other characters, and Ghost. Let's not forget about Ghost. There we see her animations there, and this is her ultimate, and the animation looks just like Magneto. I love it. Everybody's getting disrupted instead of blinded, though. Groot attacking over the trees. Multiple Man looks like he's gonna use his special, and Falcon with his ultimate. Oh, taking out all of the dupes off of the field. Multiple Man's gonna call 9 more, though, in the next turn. And as they take down, going after Falcon, which is a good choice. He provides a lot of damage. Oh, are we gonna use the ultimate to bring down these characters even more? And yes, we're gonna do some percent-based damage to these guys, bringing a lot of characters into the yellow. And let's see if these guys can capitalize on it. Hella there, going after, trying to spread all of the negative effects there. Doesn't spread all of them. Minerva gets more, actually, that's the speed bar that Minerva gets, someone dropping below health. And yeah, they're getting some good sustainability. A lot of characters into the red. Again, this is Dark Dimension 3, not Dark Dimension 4, but still, this is not a game mode that they were designed to excel in, and they were doing pretty well. As you guys know, if you guys have been to Dark Dimension 3, this is a rough game mode. This is not this is a game mode that was designed because of Phoenix And there's a lot of interesting effects, high health characters, high damage characters. It's kind of a painful game mode to go through, but these guys are handling it well. Can they get a kill here on the opening turn into node 2? There's obviously some specialized characters that do a lot better in Dark Dimension, but again, consider that these guys are supposed to be specializing in war offense. I think they're doing pretty good. The Dad Bros passives combined with the sustainability for Multiple Man and the passive for, oh, there goes Shatterstar. So no Dad Bros combos. So there goes the extra. I think Shatterstar gives the barrier, right? Yeah, Shatterstar gives the extra barrier to the X-Men, X-Factor allies. Oh no, there. Oh, Ghost Rider cannot take out Polaris. She's got a lot of health there, and I think all the stats for these guys in this footage is what we saw: the 7 stars, the 7 gold stars, the 4 red stars. Oh, nice move there from Polaris, taking out enemies. There goes. I think that was Mysterio that just got killed there. Polaris still hanging on by a thread right in the middle. Can Multiple Man keep her alive? Can Minerva bring the Dad Bro back? Can she bring Shatterstar back before Polaris dies? Multiple Man is he's calling all of his enemies. So even if Minerva had her regeneration available, she would not have brought him in. All right. And we're almost finished with this Dark Dimension 3 battle. Couple more minutes and boom. This is going to be, who is he dead? He's going after Hella there and almost there. Oh, and look, oh, in the middle of this, we had little A and hello. We're taking a look at the new footage. This is Polaris, and Polaris is actually Magneto's daughter. Yes, she just came to the game. She looks like an Asgardian. This is Dark Dimension 3. So they're not going to beat this. They're not going to one-shot this. Obviously, these guys weren't designed for Dark Dimension 3, but they're doing pretty good in this game mode. They got through 5 opponents there on the opening turn, and that is without any Dark Dimension bonuses. Look at Multiple Man, like a beast, just surviving. Very hard to kill him. Oh, yes, looking like a strong opponent. So there he is, and it's just a matter of time before he dies. But I think these guys are going to be strong, and I think they're going to have a lot of viability outside of just war offense. Let me know your thoughts on this team, guys. I'm impressed. I like the reworks to Iceman. I like the reworks of the Dad Bros. And Polaris, my goodness, as if the Dad Bros weren't strong enough already, she brings this team together in an even better way, guys. So hopefully this helps you. Hopefully this helps you decide if you want to go hard against this X-Factor team, who is another war offense team, guys. The 3rd war offense team that we're getting in a row. Let me know your thoughts on them, and I will see you guys next time. Probably doing an orb opening with little A, and there's just a little G for Silver Surfer tonight. So that video will either be out tonight or early tomorrow morning, and I will see you guys then. Check me out on the stream in the mornings, and give me a Hulk fist bump before you go. Hulk fist bump, ValleyFlyin, and little A.